Hi everyone, this is TP-Link Archer GX90 and in this video I'm going to show you how to set up this Wi-Fi router as a repeater and create seamless Wi-Fi coverage through your house. Actually, this router cannot be set up as a true repeater. I mean, it's not able to extend Wi-Fi signal, receiving it from your main router over radio channels. So if you want to use it as an extender, the only option you have is to set it up as an access point. And the key difference between repeater and access point is that in the case of access point, you have to connect it with your router using Ethernet cable. Also, access point creates its own Wi-Fi network and it's more flexible and actually has better speed. So if you have an option to put a cable through your walls or ceilings, or maybe you have LAN sockets in your walls, access point is always better than just a repeater. So let's connect the routers. And also guys, rule number one, your main router should be your best router. In this example, I will connect this guy as an access point to the weaker router. You shouldn't do like this. If this router is better than yours, you should set it up as main router and then connect your old router as an access point, something like this. So let's proceed to connection. You have two internet inputs over here, 1 gigabit per second and 2.5 gigabit per second. Of course, I'm going to use faster port. And the other end of this cable, I need to connect to any LAN output on my main router. One more recommendation: if you want to create really seamless Wi-Fi network, the devices must be placed close enough to each other, within 50 or maybe even 40 feet, because in other case you're going to have Wi-Fi dead zones, something like this. And let's continue on my computer. First, we need to connect the computer to the router's setup network. To do this, make sure you powered on your router and the LED indicator is solid white. Then take a look at the bottom of your router and find the product label. Here you have your Wi-Fi network name and password. So open Wi-Fi settings on your computer, find this Wi-Fi network. You can use 5G, 2.4G or gaming network, it doesn't matter. So let's connect to 5G, just for example, enter the password, then hit next, wait for connection. And once connected, open any web browser, open a new tab, and in the search bar type in TP-Link-Wi-Fi.net. It takes you to the web interface where you can do all the setup. So first you need to create administrator's password for your device to manage your router from other browsers, other computers and smartphones. So create the password. You have to enter at least one number in this password. Confirm the password and check if the passwords are matching and click on Let's Get Started. I don't want to save this password right now. So what you need to do here is click on Change Mode at the top and switch to Access Point mode. Click on OK. Now your router is going to be rebooted. So click on Reboot and wait for this line to fill to 100%. And then you can go back to this page and continue setup. So once you see this page, make sure you're still connected to the router's setup network. I am disconnected now, so let me reconnect, this time without password. As always, you need password for the first time only. And once connected, open a new tab. You can close that one and once again type in TP-Link-Wi-Fi.net, hit enter. And if you keep seeing this page, try a different browser. So let me open another browser, type in TP-Link-Wi-Fi.net, hit enter, and that's it. It takes you back to the interface. This time you need to enter your administrator password you've just created. Enter to log in. And now let's set up the access point. So first of all, I recommend you to enable Smart Connect. It combines 2.4 and 5 gigahertz networks into one 3-band network, so that your devices will connect automatically to the best network at the highest possible speed. So click on enable. Now about network name. If you want to create seamless Wi-Fi network similar to mesh system, you need to name your access point same as your main router and also create the same password. So check your main router's network name and enter this network name over here. Or you have an option to create dedicated network, for example, for your home office or for your kids. In this case, just use any other network name, and you will have to connect to this access point separately. But let's create seamless network for this example. So I'm entering the same name and the same password as on my main router and click on save. Now it's connecting. Here is your summary, your network name and password. Click on finish. And actually now you can close this tab because you no longer have access to the router's settings by default IP address. What you need to do to manage your access point now, you need to open a new tab, make sure you're connected to your home Wi-Fi network and enter your main router's IP address like this, and then hit enter, log into your main router, click on sign in. And what you need, the settings may vary across the router's models, but what you need is find clients. Click on clients and click on wired. Here you can see your Archer GX90. Click on that and copy this IP address. Now open a new tab, paste this IP address and hit enter. Once again, enter password, administrator's password, not your Wi-Fi password, and login. And you can manage your access point from here. You have quite fewer settings than for main router because this is just an access point. However, you still can change IP of your device, set up DHCP server. You can control USB connections. And you can manage system settings such as reboot, such as operation mode. By the way, you can switch it back to wireless router from here. Administrate, change passwords, and so on. That's pretty, guys. If this video was helpful, consider to subscribe to our channel for more tutorials. Hit the like button to support us. Any questions, comment below, and see you in the next videos. Be awesome. Bye, guys.